Correct. All right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Brandon Ingram is almost in that Zach Levine bubble, where it's
No,
like
he's in the
they
Zach
have a
Lavine
name,
bubble.
but you don't know what the fuck. Like, there's little value to a team
Yo, that's
besides
a
stats.
perfect pivot. That's a perfect pivot. I can't like the Chicago Bulls. Did you
Mm-hmm.
see the rumor that came out that DeMar got pissed when Alex Caruso got traded? So it's looking like, bro, it's looking. I can't lie. It's looking like Chicago themselves that they were banking on DeMar signing for at least a 2 year. It's kind of dying.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna stay there because at first it
No,
looked like they were gonna run it because they have a chance to run it back with the original team that they got. Lonzo Ball, the original guys, the original plan that they had to run it. Even though
Kobe
he's
off
not
the
as
bench.
healthy, but I think they see something with Lonzo that it's not working out because
No,
he's probably not the same. He's definitely not gonna be the same.
and they're pivoting to younger guys. I thought the Jalen Smith, is it Jalen Smith? Yeah, Jalen Smith deal was good for them, like a 3 year, 27 mil.
Hmm.
He had a solid season until like Siakam came into the scene, and obviously he kind of lost his minutes. So I think he has more of an opportunity to kind of show his talents. The Patrick Williams extension was affordable; they got a decent deal out of it. So it's like it seems like they're getting younger as this offseason approaches. So I'm wondering like, can they really pull off a Demar sign and trade deal? And is Demar willing to take a sign and trade deal? Because there's also reports that he's not willing to take a sign and trade deal. So Chicago will have to collect their losses this offseason.
Yeah, but it's their fault because they had so many chances to get rid of DeRozan.
No, I agree with you 100%. That's their fault because Demar doesn't owe them anything. Demar doesn't really owe them anything.
Yeah, he actually showed his value pretty much the time he's been there, but
I
the
mean, dog, he
Bulls,
took them to the play-in.
the
Yeah,
Bulls seemed like they were like in a rock and a hard place. Like they wanted to compete, but at the same time they didn't want to rebuild. But their circumstances was saying, "Hey, you might need to rebuild."
and that's why they're going after these younger talent that like probably didn't shine as much in other franchises.
Hmm. And Zach Levine, that contract is biting them in the ass.
Dude, they might have to trade assets, and that's one thing that I don't think they want to do.
They might
Obviously,
as
they
well
don't
just
want to
keep
do.
him. At this point,
Yeah,
at this
you might as well
point,
write it out and
yeah.
like try to build a younger culture around them. Like that's what you can do at this point. Because like Giddy and Jalen Smith, both of their teams went to deep playoff runs this year. They have somewhat of an experience on being a part of good teams. So it's not like you'll have to build a complete new culture.
But at the end of the day, like if with Zach Levine, they're gonna have to be like, "Hey, we need you to average like 18 points a game and get your assist up."
Yeah, like
And
our guys were Kobe White, Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams, and whoever, Josh Giddy. These guys who they invested a lot of money in for their future being, you know?
yeah, technically they could have ran it back with instead of Lonzo Ball, Josh Giddy, Caruso, Levine,
Well,
and
Giddy wouldn't be
Vooch.
on the team.
Who?
Giddy wouldn't be on the team.
No, but I'm saying like think about it like this. Let's say DeRozan wanted to re-sign back. They could have
Yeah,
ran it back except replacing Lonzo Ball with Giddy.
with Giddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which they kind of almost have a similar archetype, except Lonzo started shooting threes better. But they could have
yeah.
ran it back to the original plan.
And Kobe White was almost most improved player. So
Yeah,
like,
and Kobe White, a brand new Kobe White, he's much more elevated. They had a
yeah,
chance to run it back, but it seems like there's a cultural thing that's going on where guys are
yeah,
just not feeling. It's just too much time went by. Too much
bro.
time
I
went
mean,
by.
dude, as a basketball fans are not feeling what they're doing. So I can't imagine what like actual basketball player that plays in Chicago feels.
Yeah, because they're stuck in between getting ticket sales and their circumstance, which is, hey, you need to rebuild, but they don't want to. They want to sell
Yeah,
tickets.
yeah. I mean, I get it. It sucks, but I get it.
And I believe what the Bulls have wasted their draft assets.
They don't have any.
Yeah, they kind of wasted it. So let me see. The Bulls, they have their own 2025 pick. Oh no, they have to trade it to the Spurs if they finish in the middle. It's top 10 protected. Oh, they have their picks, but they
What do
have
you
to
think?
hit it in a certain range. If they're
Yeah,
outside of the top 10, damn, until 2000 and and 28. God damn. Yeah. So if they fall, wow. If this team, wow, it's a double-edged sword right here. If this team is bad and finishes in the top under the finishes in the lottery like top 10 or under that, they lose their pick.
So they need to remain mediocre.
Yeah, they need to be in the middle. Oh, no wonder they've been trying to stay good.
Well, I think that's why they're bringing in like younger guys who have deep experiences in the playoffs, like Jalen Smith, Josh Giddey, and like those guys. They're not bad basketball players, but they're not great basketball players. Like they're just solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they do guarantee some wins. Like they're not win qualities to make you a playoff team, but they're win quality enough to like be outside the club and try to fight your way in.
Yeah, and to correct that, I believe in 2029 is really when they have their own, because 2028, if it falls between 15 to 30,
So they're waiting 5 years.
yeah, Portland gets that pick. So their picks are protected and they're conditional until 2029.
So they're waiting 5 years. So yeah, until those 5 years, you got to do something.
Shit, man. They so they
Shit.
can't be bad. They got if they're gonna be bad, they better be bad in 2028.